sunset. What you got? Look like a ray, isn't it?
Go ahead.
Huh? This one?
Yeah.
Big pompano. That isn't acting like a pompano. Is it? Oh, yep, sure is.
Bait. Nice.
Yeah. Man, what are the odds of that? A pompano and... Want me to get the rod? Michelle loves to eat pompano. I have to send her a pic.
Definitely tag in it for help.
This footage was shot along Highway 98 from Panama City to Mexico Beach just about 1 month after Hurricane Michael went through the panhandle of Florida. The first thing I noticed going through Panama City was all the roofs that were ripped off of homes or roofs that were damaged. Remember, this is a month after the hurricane and they're still working on getting all the debris cleared out. Saw multiple large businesses along 98 in Panama City that were just completely destroyed. Something else that really stood out were the trees in Panama City and Mexico Beach. In Panama City, all of the trees were broken or fallen toward the coast. And as we got closer to Mexico Beach, it was easy to discern where the eye of the hurricane was and where the eye of the hurricane ended just by the direction of the fallen and broken trees. You can see these trees here closer to the eye of the hurricane and the easterly side of the hurricane. They're all bent or falling in a northeasterly or east direction. The closer we got to Mexico Beach, the worse the destruction was. Power lines were down everywhere, and there were monstrous debris piles on the sides of the road and piled up in the center medians. This is a before and after of the bridge going over the canal as you enter Mexico Beach. As soon as we crossed that bridge, the magnitude of the destruction became very apparent. Having been a firefighter in Oklahoma for 23 years, I've seen my share of destruction, but I've never seen anything on this scale. I was in Moore, Oklahoma in 2013, the day after the F5 tornado went through, Whereas that tornado at its peak was about 2.2 miles wide, and Hurricane Michael was about 350 miles wide when it made landfall. Just less than a year earlier, Rip, Neville, and I had made a trip down to Cape San Blas to go shark fishing, and we drove right through Mexico Beach. It's just hard to fathom the destruction when all of this was just covered with houses. The whole coastline was houses solid along the beach there, and now they're just spotted. I mean, there's just a couple left here and there along the beach. It's almost surreal feeling when you're driving through. You see disasters on the news all the time, and it just doesn't have the same effect as when you see it in person. I think you kind of get desensitized to it by the news. But driving through and you see people just picking up belongings scattered around, somebody just trying to dig out their personal belongings from a destroyed house, it really tugs at your heartstrings. It's just really hard to imagine that it's a whole city, a whole community basically is homeless. All along the beach you look and you see all these stilts sticking up, and it's hard to believe that those were houses. Everywhere you see the stilts, there was a house, or you see a pad, there was a house, and now they're gone. It's been 3 months since Hurricane Michael made landfall in Florida, and a lot of other things have taken over the news cycle since then. The recovery for Bay County is going to be measured in years, not months. So they still have a long road ahead of them and still need a lot of help. The nonprofit HopePanhandle was established after Hurricane Michael hit to help the Bay County residents recover. They have already provided over 150,000 hot meals for Bay County residents and workers. Currently, they're delivering specific supplies to families, tent cities, distribution centers, schools, and churches. Hope Panhandle is also working with SBP, which is a disaster relief organization. They'll be focusing on helping homeowners rebuild their homes, and the focus will be on families with small children, the elderly, disabled persons, war veterans, and the under or uninsured. If you do want to help out the Bay County residents of Florida, Hope Panhandle's information is on the screen, and I'll also provide a link to their website in my description. I do realize I'm a small YouTube channel and not a whole lot of people are going to see this video, but I hope the ones that do, it does encourage some of you to help out, donate. I'm sure most Florida residents are aware of the recovery effort that's going on and how long it takes. But hopefully for those of you in other parts of the country, this will kind of open your eyes to the effort that's still going on and what a long process it is going to be for those people in Bay County.